fucking torturing me. Keep fucking torturing me. Keep fucking torturing me.
Oh,
Torture
no.
me again. Torture me again. Torture me again. Torture me again. Torture me again.
You don't find that suspicious?
So in case you missed it at the start, this dude, dressed up as a chick, was trying to touch up this guy on the bus and he wasn't having it. But what I will say, hard drives need to be checked double time.
This.
If this isn't satanic worship, I don't know what is. These people need to repent. These people need Jesus in their life. And these are the same people that call us weird. Remember that?
Why do you think we should stop as kids?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm very proud of myself. Why do you think we should stop as kids?
I wouldn't be proud of myself if I was you. It's just...
Look at the eyes. They never lie.
Yeah? You think it's good to block puberty in children?
Look at the eyes. The engine's on, but no one's behind the wheel.
Do you have an opinion on that?
Disgusting human.
Why do you think we should stop the development of perfectly healthy children? Why do you think you're the good person in this?
Why do you think you're the good person in this?
Well, because obviously we shouldn't be maiming and sterilizing kids. This is not
Right.
rocket science.
Right.
Sterilizing kids.
That's right.
Puberty blockers do no damage to children. They can be reversed.
How do they get
How?
reversed?
To...
Have a wonderful day.
So the one who advocates that that happens to kids is perfectly fine, but the guy saying we should protect them is the one who's sick. It's not adding up for me, fellas. Antifa, how they think they look, how they actually look. Yeah. What a donut. Some of you might have seen this clip, but as to what led to this, here's the same guy. There he is. Acting real tough. Yeah, he's acting real tough here. He's the big man. But as we normally see, it takes a drastic change.
I fucking told you now.
There he is. Donut of the year.
Hell yeah, bro.
Looks like he's playing the harmonica. Not tough anymore, is he? See, it's so easy to play the tough guy act behind your phone in a crowd of people, acting like the big man. Soon as you're in a room being held accountable, you resort back to default settings. Flipping donut settings at that. Antifa harassing this old lady.
Off our streets, Nazi scum! Off our streets, Nazi scum! Off our streets, off our streets!
Oh my god, man. These people are sick, man.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Harassing and blocking this elderly woman. When I see this stuff happen to elderly kids, it hurts my soul, man. It really does. We got to be looking out and protecting these people. Not doing this.
POV, it's that time of the month, watching out for men. We wouldn't have to worry about anyone seeing period stains through your underwear if you actually put clothes on at the gym. This is women in 2025 thinking it's cool to just wear a bra and underwear in a public facility. And I'm the crazy one for thinking that this is inappropriate. They look in their...
And then wearing those clothes and then filming themselves in those clothes for other men to see, being provocative, and then they'll complain about men looking at them when they've uploaded videos for men to look at them. Ain't adding up.
closet and think, how legally naked can I dress today? Dude, just call your fathers and apologize.
Dang.
I might
Ball nose ring.
detransition.
Ball nose ring.
And it is not because I'm not trans, because I am. But the world is getting scary. I have friends who are learning new languages so that they can leave this country because they're not feeling safe. I have friends that are like going extremely low key and staying off social media because they don't feel safe here.
I'm always hearing this about not feeling safe. Someone's going to have to clue me up on what's going on, because what's not safe about the country they're in? Life seems pretty good there to me.
And like, my girlfriend's talking about moving to Texas next year, which for trans people is a terrible fucking idea. And my self-preservation is outweighing my need to be seen, to be honest. And self-preservation tells me I should just pretend I'm a girl.
I don't think you need to pretend, mate.
So that I don't get murdered by a MAGA idiot.
I have no idea what the objective point was of this video, but she literally said, he said, what? I don't flipping know anymore. Shout out to the HDMI PS5 LGTV community for this one. I ain't got a clue what I'm looking at anymore. But anyway, anyone who doesn't agree with him or has different a political opinion wants to see him. These are the same people that celebrated Charlie when he was... Make that make sense.
I bet you didn't know that we have a queer fight club right here in Oklahoma City. And I bet you also didn't know that we're about to celebrate 1 full year of this very successful community self-defense program. Now, some members thought we should do a Jean-Claude Van Damme Kumite style type of event, but that didn't quite make it out.
As a boxing man, this hurts my soul. Why are they wearing masks? They're training to fight. These people are still fighting biology and facts. That's the real fight for these people.
Good morning, everybody. We are, I keep doing that. I keep saying we, but I guess that's my thing. So I am back indoors today. The weather is still pretty crappy outside, so dodging the raindrops.
Sorry to those who might be eating whilst watching this YouTube video. I'll probably ruin that. But, oh man. Hard drives. We need to get on these hard drives because I know there's some incriminating stuff on there. Yikes, man. That's enough to give you nightmares, isn't it?
I always forget that being pro-choice technically means that I'm pro people also being able to choose to keep the baby. Like, I just heard about some people from my high school who like accidentally got pregnant and the girl is apparently decided to keep the baby. And my first thought was like, what? I'm like, our state is pro-choice.
Why is it always accidentally got pregnant? Not really buying that one, mate. People make stupid decisions.
You can get rid of it. And I said that to like a mutual friend and she was like, well, yeah, she can also choose to keep it. I was like, oh, that's how that works.
Stop it. Get some help.
All I know is that when it finally happens, I'm calling out of work and I'm going to buy an entire carton of cigarettes and I'm going to smoke them. I haven't smoked in 5 years, but I'm going to sit on my porch and I'm going to be like this. Great day, isn't it? To every single person that walks by. And if by some fucking miracle it's like a plane crash situation and the entire team goes down, baby, I'm breaking my sobriety. Again, 5 years down the drain, because clearly that is what God wanted for me. I will be...
Don't think God's got nothing to do with this one, mate.
Back in 2012 fashion, on the mirror box, next to the DJ, in all leather at the gay club, just throwing mad fucking Bucci.
It's always the people that are saying the most absurd things look the flipping same. I don't care what your name is, where you're from, what skin colour you are, who you vote for, none of that flipping matters. If you advocate for the death of other people because you don't agree with them, you are the problem. Just like this flipping donut.
How do you feel about the fact that Trump's Supreme Court nominees said that Roe versus Wade was settled law? You know, that's the abortion.
And nowhere in our Constitution does it say the right to abortion exists.
You know what? I hope you don't get pregnant and don't want the child.
Well, I'm married. Huh? I'm married. Are you married?
You could still not want the child. I was married and it happened to me and I wasn't ready to have a child.
I will always want a child because a child is a blessing.
Let's go.
Do you have a child?
Excuse me. That has nothing to do with it.
Is your child a blessing or
nothing to do with it? I got pregnant at a time when it wasn't a good idea.
Well, why do people think it's a good idea to have unprotected sex then? If you don't want to get pregnant, Don't do that. It doesn't magically happen. You don't wake up one day and you're pregnant, do you? People can't control themselves or make stupid decisions. And then that's the consequence of that. And that having a child is an absolute blessing, beautiful thing. That's just my thoughts on it, man.
For me to have a child.
Is that your baby's fault or is that your fault?
Thankfully, I was on birth control. The birth control failed.
Yeah, well, that happens a lot of the time. It's not 100%.
Just so you know, thankfully, I had an illegal abortion. A legal abortion, rather. Excuse me. And I'm very grateful that I did.
That makes sense why you're not married anymore, because if you are a wife and you literally murder your child when you're in a marriage, I don't know what to say to you.
Yeah, and also at the same time, those people that go ahead and do that, they act like the father's got no say in it. Like, it's her body, her choice, even though they brought a child into this world together. That's their child. It's not her child. That child is both of theirs. Yeah, it's sad that some fathers don't get a listening to, even if they want to have that child and all that. There's people who say it don't matter if he wants it or not. It's her choice. Man.
What's my negative views on feminism?
Well, what are your positive views on feminism?
Wait, it's your position. I don't have positive views on feminism.
When you make those clickbait videos, or someone does, and it's usually about feminists being destroyed, I usually don't see anything about the opposite.
If I'm anti-feminist, why would I have positive things to say about feminism?
I feel like the point you're getting at is that because I can't necessarily think of something off the top of my head, you're not anti-feminist, so that would mean you are a feminist.
Wait, what? Huh? Hold on, what?
I'm confused.
I am an anti-feminist. You wrote in your notes that I have negative views on feminism. So I'm just asking, what are those negative views?
It's just how you tend to present feminists on this show. You just always seem to kind of make them look like they're crazy. But also,
wait, hold on. I don't make anybody anything. So, for example, people say, Brian, you make people look stupid on the show. I don't make anybody do anything. If they choose to open their mouth and say something that's stupid, there's a microphone there.
And they have a choice to go on the show. These people apply to go on the show. They weren't dragged there and forced to do anything.
Onus is entirely on them. So this criticism that I make people look stupid, whether it's related to feminism, whether it's related to dating, I don't know how I make them look stupid. If somebody says something stupid, they've made themselves look stupid.
Everything she said, her whole argument, she just proved his point. He doesn't force anyone to say anything stupid. She literally said something stupid. Proved his point exactly.
I have a question then too. You told him not to let a man speak for me, but Charlie Kirk's main movement is to have women submit to their husbands and basically have more kids and to just become like basically back how we were a while ago, like not progressing any type of women's rights forward.
This is the ultimate lie they've made women believe. That having children, raising a family while the husband's on the graft, that's slavery.
But kind of moving them backwards.
Did you hear his wife's speech at the memorial?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, the entire thing.
I did.
I didn't hear the entire thing.
Yes.
But...
So the entire thing, and this is Charlie Kirk's wife, who you're saying would be under his submissive role, right? She gave a speech speaking of her and Charlie's faith and their idea and their dream of the American family. And she literally says, a wife is not your slave, is not your less than, it's not your mom, your maid.
Yes. Right. But
she is your helper. She is there to be one flesh with you.
Right.
And she is there to be the heart of the home, and women should guard their hearts.
When they have children. But the thing is, I don't want children. He literally made people who don't want children, and I can't tell you the exact quote. I don't remember it right now. If I had the time to find the video, I could. But something about if women don't have children, they don't have value. And I think that's extremely hurtful to people who don't want children.
Of course, not everyone wants kids. But women are the bringers into this world. They bring life into this world. And what is more beautiful than that? And Charlie advocated for that. But a lot of these other people advocate that women should sleep around, prioritize their career, not settle down, be single until they're 48. I know which one I'd rather do.
I just need to know from all the MAGAs out there.
Full nose ring.
Do you guys, like, you don't care about federal aid for students? You don't care about college? Like, you really don't care if the kids can apply to go to college? Like, if student aid is being taken, if the Department of Education is being shut down, then what happens to FAFSA? Like, what happens to the website for all of the students to go and apply for student aid? You guys really don't care about that? Like, you really, like, don't give a shit about that? Because we have kids graduating in, like, 3 months. They are applying for college right now. Like, what?
Full nose ring.
What is wrong with you people? Like, these kids are 18.
Full nose ring.
What am I supposed to tell my son?
Isn't it crazy how we live in a time where a lot of students need to go in debt to get an education? No one should ever go in debt trying to get an education and better their life. It seems to be the normal, I know, but it is quite a crazy thing.
Trump posted a deep fake AI video last night that featured things Senator Schumer never said, and had Minority Leader Jeffries wearing a sombrero and a mustache.
What I find really despicable is the resorting to racism and xenophobia, which they always seem to do. So they have Speaker Jeffries in this sombrero and this mustache, trying to basically imply that the Democrats are holding out for health care for undocumented immigrants. That's what that messaging was supposed to be.
Racist,
and it's extremely racist.
Wow.
It's extremely xenophobic. It's feeding sort of that xenophobia that we're seeing a lot in this country.
So that is a meme. It's obvious that it's a meme. And sticking that huge AI-generated warning on it, honestly, is an insult to the intelligence of your audience. But maybe you know your audience better than I do. But it's called a meme. And the right is very good at creating political memes that effectively get a point across. In this case, healthcare for illegal immigrants. Now, if you find that meme racist, then this photo of you, Joy, in blackface, which is not a meme, nor is it AI generated, must undeniably be racist by your own standards, no?
We'll be right back.
We've watched a few of this guy's videos on the channel. He basically green screens himself like into these clips. It's not real, obviously. Some people don't know that, but still, I always clarify that. But either way, it's still hilarious because he does prove a lot of points and he catches a lot of these people out whilst it being funny at the same time. And isn't that crazy how there are people who really advocate and are really like dead set on immigrants getting free healthcare when most people it takes 6 months to even see your flipping dentist? Yeah, it's crazy.
Hi, I'm Kylie, and no, I don't think white people can experience racism. Can white people experience hatred because of the color?
Every time I see this girl pop up, man, she says the stupidest shit every time. Every single time. And she's got the let me speak to your manager starter pack going as well.
Color of their skin, yes. But is it as severe or damaging as when people of color experience racism? No, not at all. And because there are institutional barriers to the success of people of color and systemic inequalities, racism is a stronger and more apt term for what people of color experience on a day-to-day basis. Prejudice is simply harboring negative attitudes towards somebody based on a characteristic that they can't control.
These people that are so obsessed about racism, they go on about it every 10 seconds like this donut. Can't be racist to a white person. How have some people even come up with that?
Which I feel is a better description of the attitudes that some people of color have towards white people. Am I going to be profiled and arrested based on the color of my skin? No. Am I going to have a harder time getting a job because of the color of my skin? No. Am I more likely to be arrested, incarcerated, or wrongly convicted because of the color of my skin? Or called slurs? Like, no, I'm not. So that is why we say white people can experience prejudice, but not racism necessarily. Because it diminishes the harm of actual racism by saying that white people can experience it. You don't say that men experience sexism, because they don't. Yeah, some women have hostile attitudes towards men, but it doesn't affect their day-to-day life or their opportunities or make them psychologically distressed.
So what she's saying is it doesn't exist, but at the same time, if a white person experiences racism, it is racism, but it's not on the level of racism that people of color get. So can you be racist to white people or not?
Tell me what your routine is when you walk alone at night.
What my routine is? I'm not gonna tell my routine. That's my own personal business.
Tell me what you think. What would a typical night out by yourself downtown? Just what are you doing?
I know where this is going.
I don't know. It varies. I'm not quite sure where this is going.
Because women are walking and we're FaceTiming one friend and we have our hair down because that can be easy to grab whenever someone wants to take you, and we are watching our surroundings and we're finding all of the moms.
But I thought men and women were the same, like strength and all that. I thought we were on the same playing field.
And we're sidestepping any man because he just might be the one that's actually going to hurt you. Is that your experience walking by yourself?
No, and the reason why, because we have different physical abilities, right?
No,
right.
It is
yes.
because
if a man comes up and challenges me,
there is sexism. We live two different lives.
It's not a consequence of sexism. It's a consequence of nature.
It's based
women are
on
naturally
sex.
more vulnerable.
You would not get the treatment.
Women are
that
naturally,
I would get.
but yes, because women are naturally more vulnerable in those situations than a man is. I'm not going to walk out and expect another man to come attack me,
right?
Unless he had a gun or one. That happens all the time too.
The privilege to walk alone at night in peace is a privilege.
That's a consequence of reality.
That is not nature. That is men being awful and creepy.
Yeah, we have men that are awful and creepy. Yes, and we can't change that. We have, but that's not the majority of.
Guys, right, this is my thought on this, and I've spoke on this a few times. I'm talking from experience in my life as well. Everyone watching lives in different places, right? You've grown up with different things. But me, all my mates, pretty much every single guy I know has been attacked for no reason, just for walking down the street, getting in fights over nothing. Right? How many girls do you guys know watching who have randomly been attacked? Because these lot say it's like every single person, pretty much every guy I know has been in scraps in the street over nothing, getting attacked and that. I have. But I don't know any girls who have been attacked randomly by men or a dude walking down the street. Men get attacked for no reason all the time. That's my experience in life, and statistically, men are more likely to get attacked walking alone at night than women, so I'm not sure how she's come to the conclusive thought that that is a privilege. I mean, I could sit here for hours telling you guys stories about getting in scraps for absolutely no reason. Just because someone was having a bad day and decided to confront me, whatever. I'm sure you guys have got stories like that too.
Hi, I'm Melanie. I'm studying the unseen body in creative spaces, erasure and exposure of the queer.
Hey, I'm Nina, and I studied the arts, education, and social justice.
I'm Joyce. I studied decolonial intimacies, indigenous politics, and resistance.
I'm Victoria, and I studied remembering or forgetting, navigating international conflict through collective memory.
Hi, I'm Kira, and I studied textiles and environmental justice.
Hi, I'm Nunyala. I'm studying living artfully, art as ritual, therapy, and pathways to decoloniality.
I'm Naomi, and I'm studying Black political economy.
Hi, I'm Natalie, and I'm studying fashion history and gender studies.
My name is Marie, and my concentration is the radical disruption for survival, development in sub-Saharan Africa, and social anthropology.
Hi, I'm Ava, and I study woman, fugitive family, relationships, and identity, the transformative Black woman.
Looks like a clown, sounds like a clown, so it must be a clown. Well, to all these girls, see you at the McDonald's drive-thru, mate. And that's no disrespect to those people who work in fast food. I've worked in fast food myself, but a lot of these people saying a long list of nothing, that's probably where they're going to end up.
But the last 2 years have changed me, and honestly, I don't think that I can call myself a Christian anymore. I've been considering converting to Islam for 2 years. You want to know the biggest difference that I've noticed between Christianity and Islam? One is based off of love. The other is based off of fear. I used to be on the hard, messy, bloody, dangerous front lines with the Muslims as opposed to sitting comfortably in the back with the Christians. Watching genocide like it's entertainment, eating popcorn, and clapping in the name of...
Man, this can't be real. Surely not. This has to be rage bait. It has to be.
Jesus. Who was Palestinian, by the way? I know that publicly denouncing arguably one of the most powerful and evil religions in this world is going to have its consequences, but I don't care because I'm always going to choose the side of love. I keep saying that I'm still deciding, but I think I just made that final decision, and I guess I'll handle whatever comes my way in the name of Allah.
No. This can't be real. Can't be. Can't be. We can look at this person and know what ideologies they've got, and I'm not really sure if the direction she's going is going to be the most comfortable for her. But at this point, I'm fully convinced that this is rage bait. It has to be. It has to be.
I am so sick of being gaslit. Holy shit. Forgive the hair. I'm sick. I'm not feeling very good, but I was just getting my news in for the day and watching the pressers from the White House. And I am so sick and goddamn tired of the people standing behind that podium and telling us that President Trump and all of them in that corrupt administration are telling us that they're going to keep doing the best for the American people. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm an American people, born and fucking raised. But because I'm poor, because I'm disabled, because I'm on SNAP, because I'm on Medicaid, I'm a leech. That's also what you tell me. So what American people are you fucking talking about? Because it's not me. It's not women. It's not the brown people who have become citizens. Oh, but the white people, they're fine. Yeah, you're not sweeping them up.
Oh, no.
You are sending the military into our streets. You are terrorizing us. You are destroying everything that we have built over these last centuries, particularly these last decades, when it comes to any type of advances for women and immigrants and poor people. The advances that have happened these last several decades that weren't directly affecting white men were needed. And now I have an administration telling us that that was all a big fat fucking mistake and we're going to go back. And you expect more than half of this country, because we women, we outnumber you. And you expect us to just sit back and be cool with it? And then expect us just to sit back and accept the nonsense coming out of your mouth that you're protecting the American people? What American people are you protecting? Fuck!
Well, man, it's funny. You guys, you can answer that one in the comments. Let me know what you think about that. Because it seems like to me, a lot of these people that are always saying men and women are the same and all this stuff, right? And then at the same time, they're saying there's like this imaginary war between men and women and Trump hates women, all this nonsense they come up with. It's something new every time I come on this platform, I swear.
So I admit, I regret my vote for Donald Trump.
Here we go, guys. We got the car video. We got the rainbow hair. We know what video this is going to be.
I regret it because I needed these changes sooner. I needed the prices to go down sooner so that I didn't drain out my bank accounts and go into crippling credit card debt, so that when I had an emergency, I had money set aside. So when my son's glasses break, I could actually get him new ones.
Yeah, but that's not anyone else's fault. Why is it always everyone else's fault?
I can't do any of that right now. My car broke down, and so I'm in a friend's car just to work.
Like I say, why is it everyone else's problem and fault? And why is that Trump's fault? It's always everyone else's fault but theirs. Every time.
Living paycheck to paycheck.
Paycheck to paycheck. Welcome to being an adult for most of us.
I knew it was going to be hard.
Yep.
And that it wasn't going to come fast. I just wish that things would work out better. I really regret that everything is taking so long because there's so much pushback because I don't even know the reasons anymore.
I'm actually really surprised by this. If it's true, might not be true. when someone has that look, because they all look the same, and they voted for Trump, that surprises me.
Don't understand why good things have to be trampled on. I don't know why good people have to be trampled on. It just...
That's life, mate, unfortunately.
I don't want a lot. I just want to be comfortable. I just want to...
You're sat in your car, your friend's car, actually, but you look reasonably healthy, right? You got clothes, food, home, all that stuff. So you're living pretty comfortably. Like I've said in many videos, every time I see these, it's always people with the most who complain the most. You know, some people have got so many privileges that they just don't realize how good they got it. But a lot of people don't know any different because they've had it good from day one.
Not live paycheck to paycheck. I just want to be able to live and work.
Why can't you work? You really think everyone wants to go to work? None of us want to go to work. We do it so we can pay our bills and provide for our families. No one hears that alarm go off at 4 o'clock in the morning and think, oh, I can't wait to go to work. Can't wait. You got to do what you got to do, mate.
I work 7 days a week to not even make ends meet.
Well, she's in America and salaries there, from what I've seen and heard, are pretty decent. She would have a real shock to the system if she was in the UK, because the average salary over here is like 25k a year, and that's full-time hours. Yeah, she would have a real shock if she went to other places. Like when I was in Greece, there was people there saying they work full-time and they'll be lucky to get 900 a month. 900 a month. That's a decent paid job.
Times that my car broke down and I have a few $1,000s worth of repairs to do on it. My son's glasses broke and I can't even take him to the eye doctor.
Man, this is my thought about this. There is people out there, man, who would listen to this, and her problems are pretty minimal, let's be honest, and she can change these things she's talking about. There's some things we all have to deal with, like loss of a family member, a loved one, whatever. We can't change that. You have to deal with that. These things she's crying about is nothing. It's nothing. Her son's glasses broke. Her car's broke. So what, mate? Get a job. Pay for it. Like, if we all wrote our problems down on a bit of paper and you gave it to someone, there'll be someone who would swap lives with you in a heartbeat, because there's people out there with real problems, man. And if that is her biggest worry, man, she's doing something right.